Hello everyone. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa. Now we're back to work. Until New Year's anyway. So today I find myself boiling some chicken. All that steam, you can't see it, but take my word for it. There's chicken in the pot. I'm adding a little bit of chicken base to it because boiled chicken is not very tasty. But I'm not boiling this chicken for soup, and I'm not boiling this chicken for broth. I am going to try my hands at making a chicken pot pie. And I'm starting with boiling some chicken, then I'm going to shred it up. I'm not following any directions because I just don't. And I'm going to see if I can just get through this, improvising and making it my own. Join me. Let's see what happens. It's usually real good, or it's a blooper. Let's see. Okay, I just got back from the freezer. Now, you know how you have bags of vegetables where you use maybe half a bag and the other half just sits in the freezer? Or sometimes there's just like a little bit left in the bag and you don't know what to do with it and it just sits there. Well, I took all my bags of veggies that I had already opened that had, a bit in there, and I came up with a bowl of veggies. And you see these little square orange things? See, these right here, everybody knows they're carrots. These little square things are sweet potatoes. So, in my pot pie, I'm going to have a bunch of veggies like most pot pies, but my veggies are different types of veggies than the traditional. But like I said, I'm just improvising and doing my own thing, and we'll see together how it turns out. But how could you go wrong? Look at these. They're great vegetables. So let's check the chicken and get on our merry way. I don't know what goes inside a pot pie. I never made them before. All I know is there's nice creamy gravy or sauce in there. I was thinking maybe the chicken gravy mix, but then I saw the country gravy mix, and look how nice and creamy and thick that is. That might go good inside the pot pie. What do you think? All right, I'm always up for trying something new. You're coming with me, country gravy. Let's see how you do in my first pot pie ever. I've also decided to kick up the veggies a little bit and not just put boiled veggies in there with no flavor. I season them a bit. I'm going to throw them in the oven with a little bit of butter and the seasonings, and then I'll throw them in the mix with the chicken and the gravy, and fingers crossed. I'm also making things easier on myself because number one, it's only 3 weeks I'm out of knee replacement surgery, and I had my first physical therapy outside the home today, and man, my leg feels like rubber. So that's one reason I want to make things easy. The other reason is my kitchen is under renovation, and we were getting a brand new kitchen table, and then everything came to a halt when I needed the surgery. So I don't have much room to roll out dough or do anything like that, and I figured this would be just easier and more simple. So we're going to try it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The chicken is done. The vegetables I had roasted a little bit in the oven with some spices. Now I'm going to combine everything, and I'm going to make that country gravy and pour it over this. And on a split-second decision, I decided to add some onion mushroom soup mix on the top of there, and I'm going to stir that in too. This is going to be a very tasty chicken pot pie. Well, the gravy packet said to mix with water, so I mixed with water and light cream. I also added some butter. I didn't cook the gravy all the way to thickening stage because I want it to do the thickening as it cooks inside the pot pie. And this way everything will be coated and covered with the gravy. Hopefully, anyway. It's my plan. Who knows if it'll work, but stick around. I'm anxious to see, too, the end of this project. So, let's move forward. Alrighty, I've got my bottom pie crust in my glass Pyrex pan. Another challenge I'm going to face is, since my kitchen is, like I said, under renovation, I have a brand new stove and oven, but it is not hooked up. I'm going to be doing this in a toaster oven, and the temperature is off. It's not like a big oven. So, I'm going to bake this bottom pie crust in there for a little bit first before I add all the stuff, just to make sure that this is cooked. And again, it's my own direction, so it could go any which way. It's only food. Your tummy doesn't care what it looks like. Okay, the top is on. I put some little holes in there because everybody says you should, so that it doesn't puff up and I guess the steam escapes through those little holes. And if it bakes off nice, then I may give it a little bit of a wash. Usually I use eggs to do a little bit of an egg wash, but I'm out of eggs, so I might use a little bit of milk. Glaze the top, put it back in for a minute or two, and get a nice look on the top. That's if all goes well, and here's the test, because I'm going to put it in the oven now. Fingers crossed. Well, that's not too bad, is it? So I've got this little milk dish here, and I'm going to give this pot pie a little milk glaze. And usually I use eggs, but I don't have any, so I heard you could do it with milk. And it gives it like a little bit of a gloss, you know, more appealing look. My main concern is when I cut this open, everything's going to fall apart. I have to admit I'm a better cook than I am a baker. And this has pastry and it had to be baked, so that's what makes me a little worried. But we shall see very shortly. Okay, I'm going to put this back in, and we're going to see if we've got a done deal very soon. I honestly can say when I took this gigantic chicken pot pie made from scratch out of the little toaster oven, it took my breath away. I did it. Now, if it stays together when I cut it like it should, like a slice of pie, I'm really going to be jazzed. But you know what? It looks so good, doesn't it? And I didn't even follow directions except what I thought should be done step by step. And look, it actually worked. I can't believe it. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit because it is absolutely scorching hot. And then I'm going to cut a piece and plate it. Oh, I can't believe it. It took me all day to do this. But it's almost time to eat. Can't wait. It really worked. Look at this. It held together nicely. I cut a slice. It came out perfectly. And I saved some country gravy to drizzle over this. I can't believe I did it. Well, you never know what you're able to accomplish unless you give it a try. Now, if I did this and I didn't even follow instructions and I didn't even have a large oven to cook it in, and I was missing some other things along the way too, eggs and whatnot, and it came out good. Look. It's got all those delicious vegetables inside. It's got that nice crust. It's so flaky. Look at it. It's just so flaky. Look. And then I'm going to hit it up with that hot gravy and pour it all over the top. I hope you don't mind, gang, but this is it for me. I'm going to eat. Have a great evening. I hope you all eat well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.